Hello everybody, I'm Lady Nika in with Shit Talking Saturday. This is the sister of First Shit Friday. When I don't do one, I'm going to do the other. And sometimes I get real froggy with it and I do them both. It's just a segment or the video of the week where we sit down and we discuss what's going on in the world today, in the world of politics and entertainment news. And every now and again I might throw a sports up in here. But this week, sports and politics met up with each other. We're going to talk about both of them, okay? Uh, I know, damn, I know the lights out, but y'all, it was cool temperatures for the last few weeks. All of a sudden today, it was like hell gates bust open, and it's hot as hell, and I'm hot. So if you hear the fan in the background, that's because I turned the air conditioners off so that you wouldn't hear it. But I gotta have some type of ventilation going on up and through here. I just can't be sitting up here, melting the fuck away and shit. So we gonna get on into the video. I'm gonna try to make it quick and painless as possible because I know I'm gonna piss off some people with my opinions on what went on between the president of these United States and the NFL. If you are angry, you have a right to speak your mind down in the panic section. Just be mindful of the fact that I give what you give. And the lighting's off because, like I said, I'm not putting all them lights on me right now. It's too damn hot for that, and I be done fell out. I just left out of a very hot ass kitchen for over four. I've been there over 9 hours, so I ain't gonna be in no heat right now. So pardon the bitch for the damn lighting, okay? Now, as we all know, a week ago yesterday, your president was speaking at a rally down in Huntsville, Alabama. And during his speech at the rally, he posed a question. Wouldn't you like to see NFL owners, when a player kneels during the national anthem, say, "Get that son of a bitch out of here, he's fired"? Well, that pissed off the NFL owners, many of whom had been supporting Donald Trump. So what they did, many of them did last week during the games of Sunday and last Monday, they decided during the national anthem to either kneel and lock arms or they were not present on the field. They were in their locker rooms. It caused the media's frenzy when he first said that about them, it being, calling the NFL players son of a bitch and basically son of a bitches and basically saying that the owners needed to, take control of how their players are responding. Okay, it caused the social media frenzy. Many of them calling him out for what he said. Now, to me, y'all, the true meaning of why Colin Kaepernick kneeled was to show support against social injustices, namely the brutality of many African Americans that had faced that, and a handful, at the hands of police. That's what it was all about to me. When he first did that, even doing that, because he started doing that during the Obama administration, the end of it. When he did that to me, that was a sign of him saying it's not okay to keep killing African American females and males and being able to get away with doing so. That's what I took from what he was doing, okay? Sadly, many people in the law enforcement have caused the death of people, and they're not being held accountable for it. Oftentimes, we see them get off time and time again. We see them get off. Okay. Now, I question when he called out the NFL owners. Not everybody wants to kneel because it seemed to me if you understood and supported the reasons why Kaepernick first took his knee during the saying of the national anthem, then you would have supported him thus far. You would have already taken that stand and joined him in kneeling. You would have. Why is he? And for the owners, if you understand and support what Colin is saying, so much so, why is Colin not on somebody's team right now? I'm just wondering. I don't understand it. In my opinion, Kaepernick plight was the plight of all African Americans and minorities in this country. Okay, and if I'm not mistaken, a vast majority of the NFL is comprised of African American men. So if you were so down for the cause, when the president called out the owners and called the players sons of bitches, then why weren't you standing for this man in the cause before all of this happened? And I was extremely surprised to see the coon we all call Ray Lewis get on both knees, even though he said he was praying to participate in the damn protest. He was very vocal that he did not support Colin Kaepernick because he had members of his family that served in the armed forces as well as the boys in blue. So if you felt kneeling down during the anthem was disrespectful toward the men and women of the armed forces and the police, why did you do it this past weekend? I'll tell you why. Because he wanted to be included. He was in attention whoring, in my opinion. Okay. Now I've heard that how the narrative was being turned to say that such a protest is a slap in the face to the men and women of the armed forces, as well as the flag and the national anthem, because it speaks of liberty and justice for all. Well, I question where is the liberty and justice in harassing, jailing, and oftentimes killing black people and being able to get away with it. Where's the justice in that? If all who believe so deeply that that was a disrespect to the veterans, here's my question that I pose to you. If you so deeply rooted in what the flag means and what the national anthem is supposedly to mean, then why do we have homeless veterans today living in this country that they fought for? Why are some not receiving proper medical care? If you ask me, this is hypocrisy at its finest. You honor and respect the sacrifices of the men and women who fought and protected this country. Yet many of them are destitute in the very country that they fought for. Where they do that at? If America is so great, why is the leader of this nation focused on the NFL and what it's doing and has not done one thing to help in the relief efforts up until a couple of days ago? Okay, you got Puerto Rico, a U.S. territory devastated by Hurricane Maria. He just now waived the Jones Act to allow other countries to send aid to this part of the world. And I pray to God they get the help. But I just have to really side eye y'all. I side eye everything that's going on today because the entire place was destroyed by hurricanes. Yet the president of this country for days went on Twitter rants with the NFL owners and players. Why did these people over there for days have no food, no water, no medications, almost no shelter? Most of them, uh, to the point where they began to loot and steal from each other out of desperation. Where's the humanity in all of that? That should have been the focal point. It was helping these people. Yet our president, your president mostly, because I don't consider him mine, felt it was necessary to exchange insults between himself, NFL owners, and NFL players. And let's not forget, America is always quick to help other people. What about the people of the Virgin Islands, Bahamas, and a part of us, Mexico, because they went through devastating earthquakes. I'm talking about Mexico did. I know the islands got ravaged by Maria as well. My point is, why was that ever something that you would want to talk about? To me, people have the right to show their support of the protests that Colin started the way they choose to. It is no way at all a reflection of how they feel about the men and women of the armed forces or what that flag is supposed to stand for. I'm not going to stand up, cross my heart, or repeat a pledge that supposed to say that I'm equal here, but I'm not. When I got a target on my back every day. simply because of the color of my skin. I could have done absolutely nothing wrong, but yet I'm being ostracized by people in authority because they know that they can do whatever they want to me and nothing will happen to them. And you can't say it's an isolated incident because we saw 2016 showed us a whole lot of police getting off on, and this year police getting off on causing the deaths of African American people. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand that. Okay. Now let's talk about misappropriation of tax dollars, another issue that's been going on. The Secretary of Health and Human Services, Tom Price, resigned yesterday following numerous revelations that he had taken private jets and private military jets to travel, all at the taxpayer's expense. Now, his resignation came after reports were negative and damaging over his use of those private and military jets. Thursday, he cut a check for the cost that he incurred to the American people, but he only paid $52,000, the cost of his ride there, like he was the only one on there. When the entire trip was around $1 million plus, but he only paid $52,000 back to the American people. Hmm. Now they say Donald Trump was upset about it, but how? When he also misappropriate, in my opinion, taxpayer dollars with these numerous trips that he's gone on, where he goes to places that he probably owned, and he's kind of like giving them promotion as well as using the taxpayers' dollars to protect him and house him. This man has taken more trips, more vacations than any president that I've ever seen, and he hasn't even been in office one full year. Where's the justice in that as well? I'm just saying. I've never seen nobody that did this. In my opinion, he's ill equipped to run this country, and what he is slowly doing is destroying it. He's causing division, which threatens the very core of what America's supposed to stand for. That's my opinion, okay? Even people who supported him now see how much of a tyrant he is, and he's causing more and more problems. So the question is, will he make the entire 4 years of his presidency? Hmm. You can't even say that the people that supported him. You can't even say that you didn't know he was a fool because he displayed that throughout his entire campaign. All I can say is in 2018 is vastly approaching, y'all, and that's an election year. I advise you to know who is representing you and who is asking you for your vote to represent you. Find out what their stances are before heading out to the poll and just clicking on somebody. Because if you think that they got your back. Congress is our voice. Let it be heard, please. Because if we don't, he's going to destroy this country. That's basically all I have to say about political news to this week. My thoughts and prayers are with everybody who has been affected by the natural disasters that have gone on from Houston, Texas, to Florida, to the Bahamas, to the Virgin Islands, to Mexico with the earthquakes, to Puerto Rico dealing with the aftermath of Maria. My thoughts and my prayers are with each and everybody that is going through that, because I can only imagine how the hell these people must feel knowing that they suffering. Yet the leader of this so-called free world spending his time arguing with NFL owners and coaches. Yet another distraction. Now, off of political news, let's get on to some entertainment news. Miss Azealia Banks, ma'am, you destroyed your own career. You were in line and headed for greatness, honey. When you took yourself off that path by attacking any and everybody who would pay you some form of attention. Now, as a result thereof, nobody want to fuck with you. You are mentally unstable, in my opinion. You are cancer, in my opinion, that needs to be cut out. You hated on Cardi B for her single Bodak Yellow reaching number one on the Billboard charts, the first time in 19 years that it's been done with a by an artist with no feature. Last person did it was that thing, Miss Motherfucking Lauren Hill with that thing. I like that song, so yeah. In my opinion, Azealia Banks is unhappy and mental as hell. And that's why she decided to hate instead of appreciate like many other top mainstream artists did when this girl reached her number one status. You know, that girl worked hard. We watched her go from Instagram to loving hip hop to busting her butt, and I'm sure many a doors closed on her, but she remained steadfast in her belief that she could make it. I don't care who wrote the song; it's her that put it on the track, and it's her that we hear every time it come on the radio. Instead of hating on this girl and saying she's not deserving, how about you take your medication, go away for a while and come back, because you do have star potential. You don't use your star potential. You're a very hateful person. You're a very angry person, and the only person that you truly can be angry with is that one that you see in the mirror every day. Girl, get yourself together. You're going to become old and bitter, and nobody will remember you because all you do is troll. Now, I ain't saying trolls' lives don't matter, because they do. I got a couple of them a damn self. They lives matter. And that's the reason why I just block and delete. That's it. I let them live. I don't go on rants about them. And I ain't no hater. If someone is in the same lane as myself, or I'm trying to be in the same lane as them, and they happen to reach a pinnacle in their success, in their career that I don't reach yet, I'm not going to be upset. See, I always felt like when people around me being blessed, don't hate on this shit. Be grateful, uplift them, give them encouraging words, because all it means when someone around you is being blessed is that God is in the neighborhood and you up for your blessing next. Stop hating, start congratulating. I didn't have nothing else to say about Miss Azealia Banks. All I can say is, girl, bye. You missed your moment, sis. Stop hating. That girl worked hard. She earned what she got, and I congratulate Cardi B on her success. Moving right the hell along, let's talk about Miss Wendy Williams. Now, okay, sis, we understand is, and even though we understand that what this TV talk show host does for a living is her job. She report gossip and secrets on celebrities, and she been probably instrumental in embarrassing and maybe hurting quite a few celebrities out here in this world. But see, karma still rise. hmm That's what she forgot. Karma still coming to you. And what she also forgot is she is now considered a celebrity as well. So her tea is up for grabs too. Okay? She must didn't realize that about herself when because last week the Daily Mail reminded her that you're a celebrity and you can be talked about as well, because they released a spread on her secret life. Her husband Kevin Hunter has been leading for some 10 years. They said that Kevin and I think her name is Shatina Hudson have been together for 10 years. He recently gifted her with a huge ring. She already was living in a beautiful mansion 9 miles away from the mansion that Kevin shares with Wendy. He bought his girlfriend one as well. Okay. Now Wendy called herself responding to this on her talk show this week, and it was doing her hot topic series, child. And she said that 1 plus 1 does not equal 3. She showed us her wedding ring. She told us don't believe the hype because she's standing by her man, and according to her, all is well in Huntersville. Child, if you think Wendy Williams didn't know all along this man had this relationship going on, you crazy as hell. What it was Kevin was supposed to keep it concealed. But see, the media plays no game, and they investigated him for over a year before they dropped this bomb on him. They made sure they had facts and photos, honey, and they unleashed the tea that us viewing audience have been sipping on. I don't really give a damn because it's nothing she does affects my life one way or the other. But it's definitely karma because for years Wendy told everybody business, and I still ain't over that disaster that was the Aaliyah movie. So I really don't give too many fucks about how this may be affecting her life. But be careful because just like you exploit other people's pains and their problems, that you just got yours exploited. And even though you trying to take nonchalant, non-worried, non-caring stance on this, I know as a woman this is eating at you. Even though you knew it, it's all right. It's a lot of things we can tolerate when it's just us. You know, we don't nobody know our business. But when the world knows what you got going on and how your husband is cheating on you, even though various other people, Evelyn Lozado included, have kind of leaked some of your teeth before. Even though that happened, you never had to deal with it on the scale that what you have to deal with it now. And I don't believe Charlemagne the God had anything to do with that. Once upon a time, Charlemagne, Wendy, and all of them was friends. Yeah, the girl Shantina was is from down in South Carolina by way of where Charlemagne is from, but that don't mean that he introduced them with the idea that Kevin was going to mess around on him. And that don't mean he even knew anything about it. And even if he did, so what? That ain't his damn business to go and talk and tell Wendy shit. He don't owe Wendy that. That's Wendy's job to keep up with what a man doing. So people need to get up off of his ass because he owes Wendy nothing when it comes to that. That's her personal life. I know a lot of friends nowadays. I might not even necessarily know the friend, but I might know the friend of a friend, and some shit could be going on. I'm not gonna jump in them people's business and insert myself, because I could be inserting myself and inserting my foot into my own ass by jumping in people's business. Charlemagne don't owe her nothing. Wendy knew this was going on. The only thing about it is now everybody else knows, and they have released proof that this has been going on. So now she's a little bit embarrassed, but will she leave? Hell no. Where's she going? Who want her? Child, please. This ain't nothing but a case of you reaped what you sowed for years, okay? Now let's move on to the Kardashian Jenner clan. We found out that 20-year-old Kylie is expecting with boyfriend, singer, rapper, whatever the fuck that boy Travis Scott is. I don't care. She kind of young to be having a baby, but hell, she a millionaire. That baby will be all right, and she will too. We also found out that Chloe is supposedly pregnant by her boyfriend Tristan Thompson. She too is a millionaire, and although unmarried, I understand Chloe is probably in a rush with Mother Nature. Father Time might be ticking on her ass, so she trying to get hers in because we all know she been wanting a baby. So I say whatever to that too. Kim and Kanye supposedly have a surrogate that will deliver twins around about January. Okay, cool. Bottom line is we ain't gonna find no definite in nothing in none of these reports, because see, the 10th anniversary of Keeping Up with the Kardashians is about to start, and baby, they gonna hold that shit until then. Okay, you gonna get a little bit, but you ain't gonna get no definite or nothing that'll make you go or something you feel is some juicy tea until this show starts. That's just how they do. I don't really care about these people. I'm not fans of them at all. So my interest level is at an all-time low with all of that. But I will say this. I care about Kanye, and I'm going to ask y'all a question. And it's kind of a joke, but then again, I still want your opinion. Do y'all believe in human cloning? I didn't, but after seeing recent pics of Kanye West, I side out of government like a motherfucker. Okay? And you can take that as a joke, but in some kind of, in the midst of this being a joke, to me, I'm kind of serious because I ain't really feeling the pictures that we saw last week or this week of Kanye West. People were saying he looked happy. Happy well. He looked like a shell of the man that he used to be. And look at how he was dressed. That ain't how somebody that wanted to be known as a fashion designer and got a whole clothing line out here, even though it's slave gear, he would look better than that. Would you not think so? Like I said, I see a shell of a person that we once knew. He didn't care about his appearance at all. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there with him. The weight gain didn't surprise me because a lot of time when you on these medications, especially psych meds, and I'm sure he on some type of form of a psych med or he has been on one. Them meds make you gain weight, and I know that personally. I don't have to ask questions. I seen that shit firsthand. It can make you pick up weight, but I mean, it is what it is. I just feel bad that he looks like he's existing and not living now. And it's a terrible thing when you just existing in this world and not taking advantage of all the beautiful things that he can afford. But he's not taking advantage of it anymore. He's just existing. So I keep Kanye in my prayers always because he didn't look happy to me. But that's just my opinion, y'all. Anyway, that's all I felt like talking about on this episode of Shit Talking Saturday. Y'all remember the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to rate this video. Ratings do get me recognized down here in these YouTube streets, whether they are positive or negative. Comment down in the comment section, aka the panty. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the topics I've discussed and anything else you want to drop down there. Feel free, just keep it cute. Subscribe to the channel for the free 99 and hit your notification bell so that you're aware when I drop videos, which is coming up on the time in the next week or so where I'll be dropping quite a few of them. So go and hit your notification bell so that you don't be late getting this shit I'm talking about, okay? Also, share the video if you share videos, and I will see you guys back Monday night. Y'all have a great remainder to your weekend. Please be safe. Look out for yourself and others if you can. We'll do this again. Same time, same place next month, well, Monday coming up for Love and Hip Hop. Y'all have a good weekend. Please be safe. Please be safe, child. If you don't do nothing else, be safe out here, because we living in a world that I ain't never I never imagined some of the stuff that happened would be happening, but it's happening. So please take care of yourselves and join me back down here Monday night for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Peace.